So I have a big project going on, and the people who know my channel for clay probably will not believe this. But I had this I had this big old wardrobe, and it's actually almost like my dream box. When you open the doors, there's a table that comes out, and I was trying to use it as my beading dream box, but it just wasn't working out. It was so uncomfortable, and I couldn't find a good way to organize it. Things just weren't accessible. The doors were in the way because I had to actually sit in the unit. I'll open up the doors and I'll show you. But I decided to paint this sucker my favorite color, which is purple. And I was like, oh my God, let me capture some of this so I could show you guys. But probably I'll try to capture myself painting it. But so far what you see has been done in my pajamas. So it's like it gets late at night and I'll come out here and I'll mess with it. But yeah, that is what this is. And it is sitting right off of my craft room. So it's just going to be, I have a lot of stuff in my garage that is my craft room, and some of it is liquids like my Mod Podge and stuff, and it actually needs to be more room temperature because I'm in Texas and it gets hot here. But this is it, and I'm currently painting it. And guys, I'm just using folk art paint. I have a lot of it here, and I just happen to have some in purple. So I don't have enough. I may need about 4 maybe to get this covered. And I'm gonna decoupage it a little bit, put some flowers on it or something, but we'll see how it comes out. I've been watching a channel called Cashapp. Oh my God, she does some of the most beautiful furniture makeovers with chalk paint that I have ever seen in my life. So I've been watching her to try to learn from her. And right now I'm only trying to get the first coat on, because that's what she says. Don't worry about how it looks, just get the first coat on. And that side I made a mistake. I don't know if it was so much of a mistake, but I put some white on there thinking that it would take less time to do the purple. So that door kind of looks brighter than the other, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's just going to be what it is. But I'm going to open it and show you how it looks on the inside. And then from here on, I think I'll just add clips as I get further and further in the project. Because right now you see I haven't done the bottom. I have done a little bit of that side, and sorry for the lighting, but I've done a little bit of that side, and this side, I've done a little bit of this side. So we'll see how this comes out. Let me open the doors and show you the inside. I will not be painting the inside of this, only the outside. I may paint that drawer so it matches the outside, but that's about it. And that's the table that pulls down. And I'm going to remove it so that I have access to the storage that's behind it. But that's it. And I said wardrobe, but this is more like an entertainment center more than it is a wardrobe. Guys, a little update. The lighter parts I just finished painting, so they're not dry yet. But I'm just steadily trying to get this first coat on. And haven't got down there yet. I'm almost down there. And we have this part left on this side. But that's where we are. All the light spots is places that I touch with paint to cover up because they weren't covered. So that's where we are. So of course I did a whole video to show you guys the first coat, and somehow I lost it or either was not filming and I thought I was. So this is the second coat. It is coming out beautifully. I love the way it is looking. Now, what I have to do is I'm going to wait on this second coat to completely dry. And there are areas like that that I need to paint and clean up the hardware because I tried to wrap it with tape, but it just wouldn't stay and I couldn't get those off. So, okay, update on cabinet. I got both of the coats done on the outside. I just have spots that I need to go over that I needed a smaller brush for. And I just finished with the side. I couldn't wait to do this. I was going to do it very last, but I just couldn't wait to do it. This scripture is like, it's an all-time favorite of Christians all around the world, I believe. But with that said, it was one of my mom's favorite scriptures and therefore one of my favorites. And it was a pretty big transfer. And I always knew that I wanted it on the side of this since I was going to leave this here. It's in the perfect spot because as I go out of my door every day, I'm going to see and remember my mom for one, and then I'm going to hear her in my head saying, Rosa, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding as you go out there in this world. Just lean on him and submit all your ways to him. And he going to make your path straight. Don't worry about them people out there. Just do you. Yeah, I paraphrase that, but that's what it means to me. And I also added some flowers to the bottom. So there we go. There's update number 1. So the inside doors are dry and they have 2 coats on them. I painted that bottom drawer. I mixed some darker purple just to have a different color in there, but it is done. The only thing I have to do is add my decor, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show you guys the finished project. I know you haven't seen me put my hands on this, but I promise you, I've been painting. This has been all me. So I'm going to decor it, and what I think I'm going to do, I have some transfer flowers. I think I'm going to put on that door on the inside of the panels, and I think I'm not doing anything to in there because this is going to be storage. I'm not selling it. I'm not concerned with that inside. Actually, it's not really that bad, but I don't feel like painting that. So on the outside of the door, I am going to put some flowers there. I might put some gold. And the other thing that I was thinking was to put some gold up here on these slats. But I'm sorry about the lighting. But I'm going to let this dry overnight. Let me try to turn this light on or back on. There we go. So I'm going to let this dry overnight. I'm trying to back up so you can see. Okay, sorry. I hope I ain't making y'all dizzy. So I am going to let this dry overnight, and then I am going to put my transfer flowers on it and do the gold or whatever I come up with. And when I come back, you guys are going to see the finished project. This is my biggest project ever, and I think I did a pretty good job so far. So let's see how this ends up. I wanted to come back and show you guys the finished product. Forgive any junk you see in the background because I am just now finishing. And when I say finish, I'm finished because the only thing I have left to do is to buff the unit. It's been waxed and everything, but I have to let the wax dry for 24 hours and then buff it. But I feel like it's going to look the same, so I wanted to share the finished product with you now. So this is the side that I showed you guys earlier, and here is the front. Let me get in a better space. I'm on my phone, so forgive any shakiness, but this is the front of it. And I bought those crystal knobs to go on it and replace the wood ones. That is our front. Let me try to get you a little bit closer. I put the gold, and that's not gold leaf, that is like gold paint that I put up there, or gold rub and buff, rather say it like that, gilding wax. And I put it around the frame of the flowers. Yeah, and let me show you the inside drawer. There is the inside drawer. I'm not going to do anything with the black part because this is going to be stored, so I'm not really worried about that part of it. But overall, I think it came out beautifully. This is the biggest job that I have done. And I think I did a wonderful job, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I could not have done this without watching Katja's channel. If it had not been for her, I wouldn't have known these processes at all. I probably would have slapped some paint on here and kept going. I did this all inside of this walkway in my house with hardly any spillage from the paint at all. Chalk paint, I feel, does not splatter when you're trying to get it on to your project if you're using the right kind of brush, a chalk paint brush. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. And guys, I use just regular folk art chalk paint. No expensive brand at all. Even though I think an expensive brand gives you more of a lush look at the end. But with me doing this is lush enough. But I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I know you're used to seeing clay, my little clay projects on the channel, but this was a labor of love. And what I love the most about this is having another reminder of my mom as she is resting or preaching in heaven. I don't know if she's preaching, shouting, whatever she's doing right now. I have a something that reminds me of her each time I walk out the door, something she told me all of my life, and that was to trust in the Lord. As I leave out of that door, this is exactly what I'm going to be doing every day. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Talk to you later. Love ya.